How is it going, my dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to some more Metacraft SMP. Oh, it's been way too long. It's been such a long time since last episode and since I updated anyone on what's happening. And I am truly sorry about that, but you mustn't think I haven't been grinding. Of course I have been grinding. There has been a lot of stuff happening in the base. I logged on today and I saw this little guy. And we will check him out in just a second, I promise. But before that, welcome to the map. Most likely this part is new and the stuff coming up here is new as well. I think we might just go outside in the little garden. Oh yes, we have named our base. Finally, we have given it a name, and I will call it the Little Garden. It's so fitting because it's kinda huge. And in one of my social gatherings with some of the Metacrafters, someone asked, "Hey Richie, do you have a name for your base?" And I was like, "No, I don't have a name for my base." And then the cogwheel started grinding and Little Garden. Those of you who know, that's a One Piece reference. To those of you who don't know, meh, that's just how it is. We love it. Going outside, welcome. As you can see, I have been busy. Very busy. The waterfall and the ponds have been constructed and I am super pleased with how it looks. Slowly but surely, this is starting to look like a very magical base. And that's the whole point of my base. I want it to feel magical. And the second part of our 2/3 mountain build has been started. As you can see, it's going to go all the way over there. I'm not quite sure about that slope right there. We might build an extra bump on it just to have it look more magnificent. And of course, on this side, I have built my very first skull. This was a project and a half. It might look a bit derpy, and that's because it is. But as some of the Metacrafters are saying, it has personality. And I think I will agree with that. Since it is my first one, I do love it. I do love it. And the nose looks like a goddamn buff Steve. Walking into the mouth for right now, there is nothing more than the inside of this mountain part. I do want to build my main storage inside here at some point once we have finished more of the bigger grinds as the rest of the mountains, because then I can start focusing on filling out inside what's going to be our little circle base enclosed in mountains. Wow, that's a lot of mountains, but hey, that's the base. We are grinding along at it. And I have of course built in some new trees over our pathway right here that makes our path look a bit more majestic or bushed out. We can call it bushed out. And I also built a very small house, kind of a small ruined house. Felt like I needed some buildings, and since we only have the house for right now, our main house, our starter home. No, Richie, it's not the starter home. The starter home is in the basement. So, following the pathway along, we get to see all the new beautiful trees, and we can also show off this section of the mountain. Again, I'm going to build some kind of bridge structure here in stone, and I'm going to have hanging leaves and all that jazzy stuff. I'm going to take away the mountain part down here so we can have some kind of bridge going over the gap that is down there. We just need to build it out a bit more. And coming up to the top here by the beautiful red tree, I have made a small shrine for the fox head. Poor fox that had to be sacrificed for me to make something special. So the beautiful idea of this is you come up here, you pay your respects, say your prayers to the big tree, the magical tree. Sit there, oh, magical. And then you pay your respect to the fox. And hopefully it will bless us with all the good things that is to come in this season. And we have gotten ourselves some villagers. I was grinding along out in the night and some zombie villagers popped up and I figured why not try to grab them while they're here. And now we have villagers. That is superb because we really needed them. We have acquired a beacon. I put up a quest in the quest board in the Moonshine Cavern in the shopping district, and our great chieftain Beagle himself gave us a beacon for the prize money. And with the beacon we can do so much more stuff. We can do so much more, and the grinding for stone and my main vision for this base in the long term is going to be so much easier. But of course, what good is a beacon without the pyramid that needs to be on the bottom of it? So we have acquired clerics. Now I can trade rotten flesh. I have been trading some. We have gotten 33 blocks out of it. And suddenly, two of the Metacrafters on the server, Hilda and Miniwits, asked what I was doing, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to trade off some emeralds so I can use my beacon. And they came over with gifts. I thought my mind was going to blow. That's so much emerald, and it's more than we ever going to need. And I'm so grateful for it because it saves us a lot of time building up the blocks we need for the beacons. So thank you so much to Hilda and Miniwits for coming with it. I also have another thank you to do, and that's to Lady Centra, because Centra has been providing me with so much stone. It's insane. Thanks to Centra and of course the other Metacrafters who have come with stone to me. I greatly appreciate it. Look at my face. And then last but not least, the wool farm. I did choose to expand the wool farm on the underground side thingy here. As you can see, we doubled it on this side. Not quite finished on this side though, but it's coming along. It's a work in progress and I will finish it up because we needed wool. And of course I emptied out most of it and dug out this room. So now we have our own little storage for all the extra wool we have. And the farm is working super good. We have all the wool we will ever need, and hopefully we can provide the Metacrafters with wool for the rest of this season, if so needed. The room is still not quite finished and it's a work in progress, but hey, I needed to start an episode and can't finish everything at once. So as you understand, a lot has been happening in the background, and I figured it's time to do something with you guys. And I have a perfect project in mind for the start of this episode. But as I said, first we need to check out the little guy. A little gift from little me. This is of course Miniwits. And I'm quite excited about this one. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I figured, oh, Soul Speed 3. Oh, that is so nice. Thank you so much. We need to make golden boots now. But now for the meat and potato of this episode. Long have I been looking at my wonderful cow and sheep pen and thought, wow, this does not fit in anymore. this does not fit in anymore. So in inspiration of a barn that Miniwheats built, I think, we can make a barn of our own here in this corner. Of course, it's going to have the same build style as our house. We can start in this corner with one spruce log. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. That's perfect. That's so perfect. And I do think we are going to have 2 pens on each side. 1, 2, 3, 1 pen. As you can see, I already placed it there, but hey. And then we can go 1, 2, 3 out and 1 right here. Then we do the same on this side. That's going to be the basic shape of it. It's a bit chunky. It's a bit chunky, so I do believe that I'm going to make something extra in the front to have it slim in a bit, to give it a bit more shape. And we can go up 1, 2, 3. So I will go up on all of the pillars and we will figure out the rest after that. No. We need to scrap that idea because I want something like this. But I think the outside can be flush. Do you think we are going to go for this type here as well? I want it to be the same as over there so we can have some details inside the framing. On the sides I am going to go flush so we don't lose too much space. It's not a big barn by any means. It's not going to be that big. Maybe it's just 1 pen on each side. Of course I only have cows and sheep and I don't think I'm going to have either chickens or pigs, but maybe I want horses at some point. Already I think we need to redesign this a bit. So now I think we have some of the basic shape of it. It's not spacious, absolutely not spacious. But hey, I'm not building a barn because it's spacious. I'm building it so we can room these guys right here and a couple of horses. I want it to look nice, and with the extra blocks out there I think we can make an extra entrance. And I do believe we are going to go at least 1 more up on 2 middle rows right here. So then we get a depth in the wall right here, we get a depth in the wall right here, and I'm going to fence it off in the middle here and there and there. So this is 1 pen, kinda. This is 1 pen, this is 1 pen, and this is 1 pen. Maybe we can get donkeys. I like donkeys. So I figured go all the way up with the stone. Don't worry, I will detail it later in the build. Boop. But for right now, the easiest is to just use the stone brick. Like so. Now we have the walls in place. 1 up there, 1 up there. This all depends on how we build the roof, of course, but I'm going to have a bit of a round shape on the roof because I like that. So with the basic shapes in place, we need to eat. Snacky. We can start placing in some kind of roof here. And then the question becomes how to make some kind of a round shape. I'm used to building like that. Yeah. Okay, so now I think we have some kind of roof shape going up on all the sides. Then maybe we can go 1 up on each side of these ones so we can make some kind of different shape, and like this. It's not going to be that much, it's just going to be a bit of a break point. Can we have it look something like this? Do you think that's nice? And of course, I don't want the nether wart to be visible on the other side here, so I think it's going to go like this. And I think I want 2 extra ones on top, just to give it a little extra height, maybe like this, so it has some kind of frame right here. But as I said, I do want some kind of entrance as well, so maybe 1 there, and we can have 2. Don't need more than 2 in between on this. Now we're closing in on the pens, so I think maybe we should try to move all the animals inside first, so we can take away the pens. Maybe we can have 1 more like this, and then have 1 gate here and 1 gate here. Oh, this is small pens. If we can get at least 2 cows into the pen, that's more than enough for me. 2. Okay, so we got 4, 5. Come now, cow. Come. That's 1. Here comes those 2. Get in here. Then close. Hoppa! We got our first cows in. That's so perfect. So then we could try to do the same with the sheeps. Still need a lot of sheeps downstairs, but we can breed them up again. I only need 2, guys. No pushy. Okay, 1. I will take 1. Come on, GP. That's 1 inside. Can we get 1 more? Got a lot more. God damn. Come. Yes. Oh, you so beautifully stupid. Come inside. No. Oh. 1 at a time. Why are sheep so stupid? Look stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, now I'm... And there you lagged. Thank you for that. Oh, okay. Now you can come in. Come. Okay, so now we have 2. That's more than good enough. The rest of you, I don't want to bother. I can breed up more. Need to get rid of the pens. So, after tinkering a bit with the front, I think I've come to a nice design for it that will keep the same as the rest. Trapdoor here, trapdoor there, trapdoor there, boop, boop, boop. And the same on these ones. Then 1 stair there, slab and slab. Now we have something looking like this. It ain't bad. It definitely ain't bad. But basically this is going to be the roof design. As I said, we're going to copy what we already have done for the roof, except this part that it's more round. I tried to make this a bit round, but didn't end up quite like that. I'm going to finish up the roof, and then we're going to put in the details. And there you have it. The roof is in place in all its glory, and I think it fits the build perfectly. I did go a bit ham on the inside, making these ledges right here. Of course, if I can get up, boop, boop, we are going to close them in like this and like this. This is just for decoration, just to have something. Here we have 1 walking space. We're going to place a ladder going up here, so we have the possibility to get up. Maybe we can have a couple of hay bales or some detailing up here. In the windows, we are going to go for the dark oak wood fences. I think that's fitting since it's a barn. So we can take a lantern this side, this side. And I figured we can have hanging lanterns in each of the corners. So we have the light. I think it looks nice. Then we can have horses in this stable. and donkeys in that one. Cows have it nice, the sheeps are eating away all the grass. That looks like a fine barn door. Okay, mad dudes and dudettes. I am confident in saying that the barn is now finished. Except for the horse and the donkeys. We will get those, I promise. But I built a very small piggy pen on the outside here, placed in some barrels, some hay bales, gave it a bit of a light. The same here, some barrels, and on the inside I have placed some picture frames and the horse armor. Don't know about that one, but at least these three are cool. I've also given the barn some saddles for our future horses and donkeys, just some hay. I decorated with some chains here and there, some barrels in here, and I feel like the barn is complete. Almost. There, complete. The workbench. Always need a workbench close by. And from a distance, it looks amazing. I'm really pleased with how this ended up. Of course, we need to have some more bushes on the side. We need to terraform around it. So, with a little editing cut, I will make a pathway and terraform a bit, hopefully making it look overgrown, magical, and in harmony with the rest of our base. And we are back. Holy moly. I would say half a day later, or closer to a full one, we are finished with the terraforming. I must say, I went a bit overboard with it. The ideas were just flowing into my head, and I just had to stop myself at some point. But there's nothing more to wait on. Here you have it. Boom! I have put so much work into this, and as you can see, there's been a huge change to the whole area. From this view, you can see that we have built up a wall in front of the skull. I wanted to elevate it, and I wanted it to look like part of the build. The same I did down here. I have had the idea of building the pathway going here with the wall for quite some time now, and we finally managed to do it. And all this makes up such a nice difference to our base. As you can see, I've also gone and made 6 custom trees in total. I tried something new, so I went for the dark oak wood, slab stairs and fence post instead of the spruce wood ones. I felt like that was a nice change. And going past here, I've also put up a couple of the stone pillars just to fill in the area a bit. I made some small trees. Not quite sure how I feel about it. I feel they look nice and they complement my area, and it's a bit of a change since I chose to go for the birch leaves. But maybe they will grow on us. Maybe they will grow on us. Following the path, going up to our main area here, we have a staircase right in front of us going up into the mountain. On the side here we have made a small bridge looking thingy wall. The pound, of course I need my water and my pounds everywhere. Built a new wheat field that I'm quite happy with. And of course here on the side of the barn I started slowly to change out some blocks on the skull. I've unfortunately not started on the backside here, but as I said, I had to stop at some point. Oop, under the tree. Following the paths further, we have it going into the middle of the mouth. Very nice for when we start building in these sections. And then we have this huge area right here that I don't know what I want on it. I don't have an idea for what I want to have here. And going up on the side here, I have a plan for what I want here. Right here, not inside the hole, but up here on this ledge. One of my friends here in the Metacraft server named Callie is an amazing builder, and she has put up a shop in the shopping district selling custom mushrooms, and they look fire, and I really want some of them. So when building the wall and planning out this area here, I've decided my first custom mushroom will come up here. Just have to pay for it first and order it. So from a distance, this is basically how our base is looking on the outside for right now. I can't complain. It looks so cool. It looks kind of messy. It does, but I still like it. And there are so much stuff going on in it, but I feel like we have complemented everything we have done so far very well, and slowly but surely we are expanding, and I'm super excited for the future builds in the little garden. But with that, my dudes and dudettes, I hope you have an awesome day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode of the Metacraft SMP. Bye guys!